Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft Mesified server, and check it out, look who has returned. It is Golden Chappie. This guy managed to escape and wandered way off up into the White District. Found him earlier today during a live stream, and right now we're popping on to Hermitcraft to just go check out what's going on in Brown District. A lot of you have been telling me I've got some diamonds in Iscal's Guardian shop. Also got to check up on the expo, but what I've been doing is working on a farm in creative mode. It is going to be a blaze farm, and at the moment I'm very confident that we'll be able to make this thing, just sort of figuring the ins and outs of it in creative mode, and it is going extremely well. So I'm thinking that'll be the plan for today's episode, but we will start off by checking out to see if we got any profits, and look at that, 24 diamonds, awesome. Awesome stuff right here. I've been making some more bows, and we have really exhausted our supplies at this point. But these things keep flying off the shelf, so we've got 5 more fly bows to go up here, and 5 more X bows, which I need to rename. And how are we gonna, like... We just need 2 chests at this point, really. I might redo these signs, actually, all of this. Also, what's this? Oh, and I've got that as well. Excellent. Well, that is really cool. Bonus diamonds. Yeah, let's rearrange these signs. Let's sort out the chests. And I also need to rename them as well, which is why I brought this anvil. Okay, that is looking fantastic. The expo there on sale for 8 diamonds. All of this just neatly organised and arranged, which I like. I did away with all the signs as well. It seemed a little bit overcomplicated. Now it's just pretty straightforward. So we need to head over to the Guardian shop next. I don't think there's anything else much to report about this area other than the banners. Actually, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing to check out. So let's go over there. And perfection right next to the banner. So this is the Brown District banner, and I think Iscal has really got it just right here. That's clearly some form of diamond, and you know, playing here on the server, it will obviously be a diamond. So it's the shopping district, it's where you go to spend your diamonds, and we've also made a copy of that in here, as well as some of the other district banners as well. So the colours should be obvious. That's orange, this one's green, and I really like the diamond one. And I'm not sure if I've shown those on a video before. So yeah, that's something that we've done, something that's progressing slowly. There's still more banners to be done. And I believe the way that we get to our profits is to go around the back here. There is like a sneaky little back entrance that we can use to get in here. By the way, I don't think this building's finished just yet. There's still a roof to be done. And I wonder if Iscal... I was going to suggest doing one of my clay roofs over here that have been working out really well this season. I don't think it would suit this build though, so maybe we won't suggest that to Iscal. Anyway, check this out. Assume as payment. I got my own little chest, and look at that. Another 24 diamonds. We are raking it in. 52 in total. What a great start to this episode. So this spot right here would have been absolutely perfect. There is a wither farm that Impulse and Tango have been working on behind me. I think I can see a wither skeleton right there. And then here is a blaze spawner. Or what would have been a blaze spawner, because the blaze spawner has been destroyed, which is unfortunate. And what would have been so nice about this is that there's already a bridge leading into the area, and it could have come straight across here. We could have a nice big blaze farm out in the open and an entrance for it, which would, you know, lead over to the wither farm as well. But it's been destroyed, so I guess there's nothing we can do about that. We've got to go in search of another one. So I've been exploring for a while, and I found another nether fortress, and it just so happens to be directly underneath the nether hub. So I'd sort of head out from just back there, gone off in this direction, and over there is the first nether fortress. Then I've wandered around for a while, found my way actually back towards the hub, and there is a nether fortress directly under it, which is probably a really good thing, because you'd want a farm like this to be close by, right? And anyway, someone else has been over here building various things. At first I was like, what on earth is this? And then after a while it sort of struck me. I think this is like a player-only path through. If you are a little bit taller, you would not be able to walk through this bit in the middle, and therefore I reckon it's to stop wither skeletons, right? Anyway, over here on the left is where we have a blaze farm, and it's... I say blaze farm, I mean a blaze spawner. We're going to turn it into a farm, and this thing is sort of underground, and I pictured building this above ground like the previous one was. So we may dig away some of this netherrack to expose it and make it look interesting, right? But the first thing I've got to do is get in there and put down a whole bunch Oh, I did bring a water bucket with me, thank goodness. So we're going to come back here to put ourselves out if we get put on fire. However, I do have that fire protection armor, so this shouldn't be too tough at all. What we got to do is basically place a load of blocks in there and stop the blazes from spawning. Now, if they set me on fire, there you go. I'm not really going to take too much damage, am I? So I've got a feeling we might need to go too high with this. But basically it's about going 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in each direction. We do have netherrack around the outside, but I'm going to replace that with cobblestone. And yeah, with the right enchantments, this is just going to be a breeze basically. Yes, I'm on fire. Look at how much damage I'm taking. And now I'm not on fire. That is fire protection armor for the win right there. Protection cannot reduce as much damage as that one can. And looks like we're going to get a few blaze rods as well. That reminds me, before I start doing this, in case I do die, which seems to be a little bit unlikely, let's actually put down our supply chest. You can see we've got lots of redstone here and various other things we're going to need to make this contraption. So I don't know if we needed that extra block on top, but as you can see you don't need the extra one on the bottom, even though the bottom area, like right here, is part of the spawning space. And is that just 2 blocks out? Alright, so I can dig away more in this direction. And I've just been clearing out the area below because that's where we're going to be doing a lot of building. And there is a lava lake down there, so something to watch out for. I don't have a fire resistance potion on me, even though I've got that fire protection armor. Don't fancy falling into lava. Anyway, if we go up top, you will see that this area, there is netherrack here, and I think what we're going to do is open it up. And yeah, right there is the cobblestone. And you know what? It'd be far easier just to cover it over like this. I think I might actually leave that one for now. Yeah, look at that. Have we got any more netherrack? That's going to be so much easier and convenient. I think what we'll do is wait and see what happens to the nether hub, because the thing is just over there. I don't think it's going to be terribly big. Maybe the way we want to hook it up over to this area, you'd want to see something popping out of the ground. But now that I come up here, no, actually I think we'll leave it underground. So that part of the farm isn't really going to be that visible at all then. And I was thinking about what materials to build it out of and stuff. If ever it becomes visible in the future, then I guess we can go back to that. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I make that 5? I did. What a silly mistake. Yeah, anyway, right, so we got to start off with our spawning room. I'm actually going to be building like a wall around where this cobblestone is to begin with. We got a wither skeleton, and you know what that means. Got to kill it on camera for good luck. Wither skull? No. Never mind. Anyway, I don't want to spend the entire episode in the nether. We're actually going to break things up and go over to the overworld in a second. Over to the overworld. And I just want to show you what's going on here first of all. So in case this was stone bricks, just pick something, you know, real simple, easy to make. And if someone's digging in this area and they see the stone bricks, they'll know not to mess with it. Because I was actually going to build it out of nether bricks first of all. Anyway, you can see all of this is encased up here. Then we have a row of signs, and that is to stop lava from dropping down from up above. So we are going to break this block on the one above, and you'll see that there is a dispenser there, and that's where the lava is going to go. And yeah, no surprise, a blaze has now spawned in that little gap. Let's fill it back in. And there is some redstone up top, which is going to allow us to activate 4 of these dispensers, and then that'll all fill out the area above these signs, and that means no more blazes will spawn when the lava's been activated. So we can turn this thing on and off. That's great. And now what I need to do is extend this room downwards to this bit right here. I'm not sure if I want to build the entire floor out of stone bricks. It may be somewhere around this part that we start to think about aesthetics, because when we're in the area down below, we want that to look pretty, the area where we're using the farm, and we want to be able to look up into the farm a little bit as well. So some of this might actually be made out of glass. At the moment, I just don't know. But it's on this floor that they will land, and when standing here, they're going to be out of range of the spawner, so they're not going to be contributing to the cap, and then they can eventually make their way down into the next area that we'll get to in a little bit. First of all, what we're going to do is climb up top. I'm going to show you the redstone. I think I've actually sort of patched it all over now as well, which was smart of me. Yeah, look at this. Clearly like a boxed in area just over here. So the ceiling's been made out of half slabs. Probably didn't really need to do that, but there you go. And then you've got this redstone wire that just goes across there. And as we now know, of course, mobs don't spawn on redstone wire, which has made the whole wiring of this place farm a lot easier. But yeah, anyway, let's head over to the White District and take a break from the Nether. So the White District, this has been a little bit of a focus of ours recently. Everyone's been sort of chipping in and building various things to make this area come together. And I worked on this in a live stream recently, and as I come over here now to show you what I did, I realise it's probably not too much. We sort of extended the lawn over the sides and just went around patching various things, like putting in these redstone lamps because the lighting here wasn't sufficient. And I was going to go and move these chests that people have been leaving behind down to the area below, but as you'll see when we break this block, there is nothing but a big cave of death, which is usually filled up with mobs down there, so that's not going to happen. And I noticed something when standing up there on the hill. Look at this. This is like 1 block higher at the back. That will not stand for. I'm going to lower them down and fix all of that. But yeah, this area is coming together slowly. You know, Python has built this lovely map room here. I think this is really great. I love the way the roof just sort of seems to open up as you walk into it, and then it's like, oh, the map. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, in a live stream sometime, I think what I'll do is I'll go explore these extra little areas just so the entire thing can be filled up, you know, from all sides. And then I think Python's also doing a little per district mapped as well, so you get some little 4x4, so you can walk close up to it and see it, because from down here you can't really investigate the details at the top. And yes, and that's pretty much all there is to tell you. Wells's building is coming along really well. Scar has a courthouse building that's going to go over here. That plot has been marked out. And Joe's built his temporary library. This is like a books on wheels deal over here, and eventually that will be replaced with a library. So for him, we extended the path down to this bit. So that's what's been going on in the White District. I'm going to fix this little bit up here, and then we're going to head back to the Nether. Alright, we're back, and I haven't really made a lot of progress because it turned out that I built the ceiling too low, and I'd also like to show you that up there right now it is plastered with lava, but we're going to give it a quick test. We've got a button on either side, and we're going to press that, then press the one over here, and we're going to watch the lava disappear and the blazes emerge and probably attack us. But what's going to happen, let's remove that, is the blazes come down into this area. As I said a moment ago, they'll eventually try and walk to the other side of the room, and they fall down into this area, and that's where we'll be doing all of our fancy redstone below. Now, it looks like this has worked. It's just taken a little bit of time. There you go, a blaze immediately spawns. That is all we needed to know. Thank you for spawning. I don't really need to jump in that, do I? Because I've got the fire protection. And now we press this one. We press that one there. Obviously, I'll wire that up better in the future. And down comes the lava again. Very quickly, actually, did that spread out. And now no more blazes will spawn. So that is how that works. Now we can start doing some of the redstone down below. So before I started to build this on the server, there was a lot that I was going to do with the aesthetics. So I was trying out all sorts of different ideas. And now the entire thing is underground. And it's all built with stone bricks. It's looking a little bit bland, really, isn't it? But we're not going to see much of this, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, the redstone. Aha, some of it is working already. Can you see all of that stuff happening? Well, the first bit should be really obvious. We've got some pusher mechanisms to move the blazes down into this middle spot over here. And then, Translocator showing us how it works. We use the Translocator bug to pull the blazes through into this middle section. So watch this one, it'll get activated, and then bam, this one gets extended out. So there'll be a wall here, the blazes will get crushed, and when they're down to one hit, this one is going to then move them, bam, like that, and drop them into this area. So when we go down there, which is actually, I think, possibly 1 block too low, we don't want to go too low because we also need to be activating the blaze spawner. But anyway, they'll drop down there, and if you hit the one in the middle with the sweep attack, you'll also hit the ones on either side, and that works with a looting sword, which is what I have. I've always got looting on me because this thing's got mending as well. So we will be able to get lots and lots of blaze rods. Now, when it comes to the redstone, it's all pretty simple, but this stuff needs spawn proofing as well. So I'm thinking what we're going to do in here is replace the blocks that don't have redstone on them with glass if something can spawn on the top of them. So this bit will stay as is, and then bits like this will be replaced with glass, which you might be able to see from below because there is a giant lava lake down there. Anyway, it's pretty simple. Basically, we've got an EFO hopper clock, right? And this torch and this one over here will activate this line of redstone. And that goes up here to activate those pistons. It activates them with a little bit of delay, pointing into each one. then it goes up the other side as well, and those are the ones that push it down to the middle. Now this bit here, this torch also activates another signal that goes through there through these repeaters. This is like a pulse extender at the moment, so that redstone stays on for slightly longer. Now if we go around to the other side, you can see where that goes. That simply goes through here and activates a whole bunch of stuff. It activates the crusher, it activates that one there, and this one here. And the idea is that this thing fires twice as often as this system, just to keep the blazes shuffling down into the middle. And yeah, that's kind of everything. It's going to be a really cool farm. I think now what we need to do is just finish up this area, get it ready for use, and then give it a whirl. And before we do that, I did just want to show you what it looks like with glass on the bottom. Looks pretty great when you see the lava, not so good when you've got netherrack. However, this looks like an overhang we could perhaps reduce in size a little bit. And then I think there's going to be one or two other spots where we need to put down a glass block. Maybe nothing on this side, actually. It's really great they made that change with redstone, because of course mobs can't spawn on repeaters, they have a collision box, so it's nice to know that it works with redstone as well. So a spot like that right there would be a good place to put a glass block, then no magma cube will spawn there, and also right here as well. But I'll go around and make sure that's all done properly. What we're going to do now, actually, before we test this blaze farm, is pop to a little clip of me and Rendog. There has been some Logfellas action that I need to keep you guys informed on. Mr. Rendiggity Dog.
Hi there. Hi.
Hi. I've been getting word all over the place from the peoples. They're saying, go check out the secret headquarters, it has been compromised. I like your saplings.
Well,
like
I've just been planting. I've just been logging, and yeah, I've read some nerve-wracking comments about this situation.
Yes, apparently someone's tampered with our base, our secret base, which, to be fair,
Well,
I mean, if you look at this, you can blame this one on me, Ren. This isn't very secretive, is it?
well, yeah, it's kind of obvious that something's going on down here. Although to a layman, this might just be the entrance to like a branch mine or something, right?
Exactly, yeah, it might just be. However, it does only lead to one place. I'll take full responsibility for this.
Okay.
I mean, there's a little bit of a cave, but that's not an excuse in my opinion.
I'm a bit nervous about this, to be honest. I mean, I've seen the comments, but I've kind of like just shoved them aside, you know, like, can't be that bad. But, you know, you just gave me a call, and now I'm really nervous, dude.
Oh yeah, I think it's justified. Like I said, comments all over the place. I've seen this already. Let me tell you, I've seen it a while ago, and it's not good.
Okay, so
Ren.
you know the damage.
I know the damage. You are going to be shocked. Our secret
Okay.
location has been compromised.
Oh no. The Logfather will not be pleased, dude. Oh, okay, I see the derp banner. That is not good. No! This is... What? No! What?
What is going on?
What? This is ridiculous. What?
It looks like Biff has been here and decided to
Who are
claim it
these-
as his own place.
Who are these imposters?
Oh, wait a minute.
Subfan?
What?
Tango? Freaking Impulse?
What is
What?
going on? Long live the Derp fellas. I thought these guys were the Birch Butts.
Yeah, what's going on here? They're confused. There's confusion in their ranks, at least. They had started off on the wrong foot, it looks like it.
I can tell you what's happened, Ren. They've once again... They do what they always do. They think they're so clever. They're going to go prank you with some wood, but they buy the wood from your shop. Do you know what they've done here? They've given us some diamonds. They've dropped off the wood in our base for us to collect and sell back to them again. I mean, thanks for the birchwood, guys. We were low on that. We can stock up again.
Yeah.
Right?
Freaking fellas. Good name, you damn folios.
Oh.
Well, I must say, X, they've turned our base from a beautiful base into one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. All of this birch makes you want to jump off a building.
It looks idiot. I mean, they've proved they don't know how to build. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Worst builders on the server.
Now, there's a book here, Ren. And it says, Dear log phonies. Oh, with the insults. These birch butts, eh? We have stumbled upon your HQ and decided that it could use an upgrade with some birch real wood. I mean, they called it an upgrade. It clearly looks inferior. No need to
It's
thank
awful.
us, sincerely, the Birch fellas, and that's it. Well, I don't know. Ren, we were talking about. Oh, speaking of which, they've actually delivered the skeletons here,
Okay,
which is
okay.
great. I imagine these
Hey, so
guys
hang
have
on,
name
X.
tags. We
So
should.
you're telling me not only are they going to charge us for the delivery of the skeletons, but they've come and wrecked our base too.
Well, I think that was the charge. I think that was the point that they wrecked
Oh,
this
I see.
place up, and that's the price that we have to
I
pay.
see. Okay, all right.
Now, this
Well,
little
that's fair.
skeleton here
Right.
is trying to hide. They've got to have a name tag on, right? Because they're not holding anything else. I'll go for the
Yeah.
other one. You see if you can see that one's a name tag.
Tim, hey, dude, come over here, man. You got a name. Come here, cutie.
I'm gonna go for the rail in the middle. Hi, don't shoot me. Oh, this one is called what? What? He's got my name. What's going on? If I let him shoot me to death,
Okay.
I'll be shot by myself, apparently. So that one's called Rendog.
This one's called Rendog, dude.
Man,
That
that
is
is not on.
so rude. That is just so rude. Well, I tell you what, X, we're going to have to clean this up. And then highly suggest we put Impulse over here in the left-hand cage, freaking Tango in the right-hand cage, and maybe we hang Cub Fan from like a cage from the ceiling or something.
That
You know,
sounds amazing. I was going to suggest that we put them in the pit, but you can't see them when they're in the pit that we haven't built. Where you can't see them when they're in the pit down below in the darkness. So that sounds like a fantastic idea. We've got to do a little bit of rearranging then, I guess. Who's this guy? Have they planted another skeleton? Get out of here, guy. Get wreck.
this place is a mess, X. Oh my goodness. Well, I got to say, hats off to the derp fellas. They done good. I'm not happy, but hats off to them. What do you think, X?
I'm not so sure. It says mandatory tips are graciously accepted at HQ. I think we're going to have to clear this place up while we scratch our noggins and think of, let's say a devilishly mandatory tip.
Yep, I agree.
Some form of retribution.
Revenge will be ours.
So, welcome back to the Nether Peeps. I've turned down the sound because it's going to get loud in here. There are lots of blazes, they make a lot of noise, and this is a very good sight, isn't it? Now, if I haven't sort of stressed the genius of this farm enough yet, it's that you can just sort of kill them when they're in this area. You don't need to press a button to crush them, they are already crushed, and that means, don't have to wait here for ages, cause any lag. Just whack them when you want to. And you kill them all with the swipe attack, which means that the looting effect on my sword gets applied to all of them, which is, of course, fantastic. Now, when we come back down here in a minute, there should be some more. Look at all those blaze rods. Wow, that is a lot of blaze rods, 50. This is what I'm talking about right here. And, of course, we got XP repairing all of my armor over here. It's worth more than regular mobs, as Blaze drop 10 XP at once, so this is why it's a very good farm. Now, I have noticed a little bit of a flaw with this area right here, and we might see it right there. Ah, now that was interesting, because that Blaze definitely walked over to that side. And the problem is, like that guy just demonstrated twice, that they can hop out of that little bit of the side. And if they walk across the middle, when they fall down, they basically fall down far enough for them to not come up again. However, it doesn't happen quite the same over on that side, unless you walk in, like that guy did, right as the piston was extending. So maybe what we'll do to fix this is put the piston on either side on a different circuit and just have them continuously fire, which should make it more efficient. And what I'm worried about is it looks like the blazes are specifically choosing that piston at the edge there to walk over. So it's a little bit of an oversight in the design. If we were to drop everything below by one block, then it should be fixed. But then it might mean our little AFK spot down the bottom where we can kill the blazes is one block out from where we can activate the spawner. Now, another thing I want to mention is I didn't really know how to decorate this or make it look interesting, but I built a lot of it out of glass so that from down below you could look up and see it all, and I haven't really gotten to doing that bit yet, but there are some blocks here that actually those were supposed to be stair blocks. That's something that I kind of overlooked, and I'd be foolish to break this now, wouldn't I? Let's kill these blazes first, and some more will drop down, but we can quickly make a modification before the crusher deactivates. Hi, welcome to the area down below. Sometimes the swipe attack doesn't work, not every single time. Let's quickly remove these blocks. We're going to put one on that side, one on this side, and there you go, we're good. We fixed it. Can I get you to turn the corner? I can, and that's how it was originally going to look. So from here you can sort of look up and see into the farm a little bit. If we remove more of this nether brick from the fortress, that should be a thing. Wow, we are getting so many blaze rods, this is crazy. And I just want to walk you through the process again. Like, there you go, that's sort of what I wanted to show you. Yeah, they get shuffled down, they get pushed into this crusher, and then they get pushed across. So whatever is in your little chamber down here can just be killed one hit. So peeps, there isn't too much more to say about this. I'm going to be over here gathering lots of blaze rods and XP ready for the next episode, where we'll probably do some more stuff related to this. Maybe working on the aesthetics, maybe setting up a new shop or something like that in town. I don't know. We've got blaze rods to sell. But anyway, that is it from me this one. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. As always, thank you so much for your support on these videos. Hope you're enjoying this fantastic Season 4 of Hermitcraft. It's going ever so well. And I hope you like the new blaze farm. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial down there in the description box. It's something that I might just do. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.